Hi everyone, my name is Maria Jose Jimenez and my research project is titled Transforming Colombian Fashion into a Political Playground, Decolonial, Feminist, and Immigrant Narratives in Contemporary Brand Practice. Colombian fashion has long been shaped by aspirational and colonial aesthetics, where the global market expects exotic, tropical, and glamorous femininity. Scholars like Beltran Rubio and the Latin Project show how Latin American fashion has been historically filtered through Eurocentric curatorial biases that erase complexity and marginalize Latin designers. My thesis argues that Colombian fashion apparel can move beyond exotism by transforming itself into a political playground, a space where immigrant, feminist, and decolonial narratives become visual strategies rather than risks. To explore this, I ask three central questions. The first one: how do colonial values and global expectations shape Colombian fashion's representation of femininity and national identity? The second one: how can storytelling challenge aspirational and colonial narratives in Colombian luxury fashion? And the third one: what opportunities exist for brands to integrate political and decolonial storytelling without losing commercial viability? This project also reflects my own stand as a Colombian immigrant designer working in New York, where fashion became a tool to claim visibility and identity. The methodology I'm going to use is a mixed methods research design, which allows me to analyze both cultural meaning and consumer perceptions. This approach balances my role as researcher and practitioner, combining qualitative depth with quantitative insight. The first method I'm going to use is a semi structured interview. I will conduct from 8 to 10 interviews with Colombian and Latin designers and creatives across Colombia, New York, and LA. These 30 to 45-minute interviews will explore experiences with colonial aesthetics, political storytelling, feminism, migration, and commercial risk taking. The second method is a consumer survey. I will conduct a 20-question survey via Google Docs with 100 to 150 Colombian and Latin consumers aged 18 to 35, based in Bogota, New York, and LA. The survey measures perception of tropical chic, attitudes toward decolonial and political fashion, and willingness to support politically engaged brands. For my third method, I will do a comparative visual analysis. I will analyze around 150 to 200 images from two groups. The first one, aspirational Colombian luxury brands such as Silvia Cherasi, Joana Ortiz, Agua by Agua Bendita, and Verdi. We'll analyze political and decolonial Latin brands such as Barragan, Willy Chavarria, Luar, and Sanchez Kane. Using the colonial frameworks, I will code for exotism, colonial femininity, aspiration, feminist and immigrant narratives, and resistance strategies. The data sources and ethics, all interviews use a verbal consent script, and all survey data is anonymous. Secondary sources include post-colonial fashion scholarship and industry reports from Business of Fashion and WGSN. This is how the timeline for my spring term consisting of 6 weeks would look like. Also for my summer term consisting in 9 weeks. This project expands existing knowledge by directly comparing aspirational Colombian brands with political Latin labels, something that is currently missing from scholarship. It reveals how different visual systems produce different models of femininity, nationhood, and power. It will also show that political fashion can be both culturally meaningful and commercially viable, challenging the assumption that activism has no place in aspirational markets. Research will expand to the commercial potential of decolonial aesthetics, the digital and curatorial possibilities for Latin fashion, and the role of immigrant identity in luxury storytelling. Future research directions will include developing a capsule collection grounded in feminist and immigrant narratives, creating digital archives or exhibitions of political Latin fashion, and examining gatekeepers, such as buyers, editors, and retailers who reinforce or challenge colonial aesthetics. Ultimately, my project proposes the political playground framework for Colombian fashion, a model for integrating decolonial, feminist, and immigrant storytelling into brand identity, visual culture, and commercial strategy. Thank you so much for watching.